Between court storming, international contests, and shattered NCAA records, this past week was certainly a wild one for all you sports fans. Welcome back to Penn State Sports Night. I'm Anna Licastro, and tonight I'm joined by my good friend Nolan Collery, and we're here to bring you this week's sports update. It's been a big week for the blue and white, especially for basketball fans who got to participate in a court storm at Rec Hall last Wednesday when Penn State upset 12th-ranked Illinois. Their success continued on Saturday when they defeated Indiana 83-74, and they'll look to keep their winning streak alive as they take on the Iowa Hawkeyes this Tuesday. Penn State women's hockey is advancing to the CHA championship this weekend after a 4-0 victory against RIT on Saturday. They will play the championship game on home ice this Saturday at 2 p.m. Last but not least, Penn State men's lacrosse took on Navy this past weekend for the first time since 2003. The Nittany Lions posted a 13-3 victory after an 8-0 scoring run, which held the midshipmen scoreless for the final 29 minutes of the contest.
The post-All-Star stretch of the NBA season has arrived, where every single win is important for teams looking to find their way to the playoffs. The Eastern Conference runs through the juggernaut in Beantown as the Boston Celtics boast a 45-12 record. The Western Conference is currently a two-horse race, as the young Oklahoma City Thunder and the most surprising squad in hoops in the Minnesota Timberwolves are tied for first in the conference, with 40-17 records for both clubs. With 19 of the 30 teams in the league currently holding winning records, every single game has a chance to be a crucial win for a club looking to host the Larry O'Brien Trophy in June. Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks currently leads the league in scoring, averaging a stellar 34.3 points per game. If he can continue to average that number, it will mark the highest points per game clip since James Harden's 2019 MVP campaign. Speaking of Harden, his current club, the Clippers, announced a full rebrand of the team, though the club will be keeping the same name and colors. A brand new logo and set of jerseys were announced on Sunday night. The team will debut its new look next season in the brand new Intuit Dome in Los Angeles.
The 2024 CONCACAF Gold Cup will be concluding the group stage this week. All eyes are on the United States, who became the first team to punch its ticket to the knockout stage after opening the tournament with two decisive victories over the Dominican Republic and Argentina. Guaranteed a top two finish in Group A, the U.S. will now face Mexico tonight at 10:15 Eastern Time, with first place on the line. Younger players have taken this national team by storm. The United States roster features 7 players aged 23 or younger. Olivia Moultrie and Jaden Shaw, just 18 and 19 years old, each scored a brace in the first 2 games. Alex Morgan is sporting a new look for this tournament, trading in her iconic number 13 for number 7 after being added to the roster to replace Mia Fishel, who tore a ligament in her right knee. Although their group stage will conclude tonight, Group A teams must wait until Group B and C conclude later in the week to know their opponents for the upcoming quarterfinals.
On February 15th, Iowa guard Caitlin Clark became the all-time leading scorer in women's NCAA history by putting up a monster 49-point performance, marking both a career high and a program record for the Iowa Hawkeyes. In her career, Clark has 53 30-point games and 12 40-point games, both of which are the most by any player in NCAA basketball in the last 25 years. Now, Clark has her vision set on an even loftier goal, becoming the all-time leading scorer in all of NCAA history. The current record is held by late LSU legend Pistol Pete Maravich, but Clark is only 51 points shy of the mark to beat. With 2 games left in the regular season and an expected run from the Hawkeyes in the Big Ten tournament, it feels like only a matter of time until Clark etches her name in history yet again. So Anna, I'm just dying to know, what are you looking forward to in the world of sports this week?
Well, Nolan, I'm just dying to tell you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm actually very excited to watch the U.S. take on Mexico in the Gold Cup. I think it's going to be a very exciting and really competitive game, and I love to see the younger players getting so many minutes. How about you?
And I mentioned it earlier already, but Caitlin Clark has a chance to become, for both men's and women's, the all-time leading scorer. She has a match against a fairly weak Minnesota squad, but then her last matchup of the year before the tournament comes is going to be against the number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. It's sure to be a great match. That's all for tonight's sports update, brought to you by Penn State Sports Night. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let us know what you're excited to see in the world of sports in the coming days. For Anna Licastro and the entire crew here at Penn State Sports Night, I'm Nolan Collery, wishing you a good night.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For more content like this, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, give us a like, and follow our socials down below.
And as always, we are
Penn State Sports Night.